Governor Carter, are you prepared to take the constitutional oath?
I am.
Will you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
That's my boy. Well, my eldest son, actually. You know, I didn't raise any of my children to become president. In fact, when Jimmy told me he was going to run for president, I said, "President of what?" Yes, it took me totally by surprise. No, I raised my children to be the best they could be, whatever they wanted to be. And they all turned out strong and independent and honest. But I'm getting ahead of myself. As you know, my name is Lillian Carter, born Bessie Lillian Gordy. When I had a very full life, on my wedding day, Mama told me how she dealt with frustrations at home. When things got hard on Mama, she'd go out the back of the house into the middle of a large field where no one could hear her, and she'd yell, "Damn, damn, damn!" Then she'd come back in the house and pick up the Bible. Oh, wanted to show me some farmland that his family owned, and we got out about to Choctawhatchee Creek, and it started pouring buckets. We found an old wagon shed to park under, and Earl had a lap robe we covered up with. By the time the rain stopped, we were pretty well acquainted. Jimmy says that his sister Ruth changed his life. You see, Jimmy was going through a rough spot, and Ruth asked him, "If you were arrested for being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to convict you?" Jimmy says I probably called the Pope honey. And I'll bet I did. I do remember feeling very close to God when I looked in the Pope's face. Oh. I told the Pope that I would have made a better Catholic than a Baptist because I like to drink and gamble so much. One reporter during the presidential campaign called him the eccentric Carter, to which he immediately replied, "I've got one sister who's a holy-roly preacher. I've got another sister who's riding around on Harleys all day. My mama went into the Peace Corps when she was 70 years old, and my brother thinks he's going to be the President of the United States. Now, which one of our family do you think is normal?" My husband, Earl, he was a member of the Georgia State Legislature when he died. After he passed on, they asked me if I wanted to assume his seat. And I told them that running a peanut farm was all the time I needed with nuts.